You want to be successful? Stay away from anything on MTV. You want to be successful? Stay away from anything the public schools are promoting. Anything that you see on television. The whole agenda. The whole agenda. Be selfish, only care about yourself, be narcissistic. The whole society's coming down, folks. And those of us that work hard, keep our heads screwed on straight, we better start joining together and supporting each other. You better support libertarian media. You better support folks that promote anti-communism and the rest of it, because we have a hierarchical oligarchy that's totalitarian ruling over our culture. We have rich, ultra-rich that are offshore, above the law, tax-exempt, that want socialism and collectivism and communism to control us, to make us domesticated slaves. It is the oligarchical collectivism, to quote George Orwell. A bunch of communist leaders with private jets and palaces, and all of us live in cardboard boxes. And they call that liberal. No, it is total tyranny. Bob in Texas, you want to talk about the earthquake? Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. I've got some very interesting information for your audience. Did you know that Mel Gibson, before he was shot down in Hollywood, was trying to make a movie about Fatima?
I did know that he was making a movie about that.
Yes, and do you know what the crux of it was? It was that the third secret of Fatima portended a natural disaster that would affect the entire planet.
I knew he was working on that, and I know that's what some of the Catholics that follow that believe. But I think Mel Gibson did get ganged up on, but I think he kind of shot himself down being drunk and saying some of those things. I mean, that is, and then what he did with his wife. I mean, have you heard those recordings? And again, I know the Gibson family. I'm not going to get into it. I've liked Mel Gibson. I like his family. They're good people. I just think that maybe they did go after him as he's making that. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I try to get a question into you on your Sunday show. My theory is, and it's well supported, that the terrorism was created to get us under control before this natural disaster they know is coming.
Oh, yeah, you called and actually cut you off. That's right. Well, undoubtedly, they feel like they need total control because society is big and complex, and there's a lot of danger. And I could see some control and contingency plans for natural disasters or whatever the case is. The problem is the globalists are predatory. They've stolen their money. They're trying to dumb people down, so they have bad will. Like there's goodwill, and then you do something wrong, but it was done in goodwill, still a problem. The globalists are very bad people, and are the last folks that I want running things. That's my perspective on that.
Luciferians, we know that, and they know their time is short. And they know this disaster is coming, and they've got to get control of us before they retreat down into their underground bunkers to ride this thing out. I
know this. They've never been building more bunkers than now worldwide, and the elite's acting like it's the end of the world or something, and they're digging in everywhere, and they're just don't care what we think anymore, and stuff is getting weird. I agree with you. And the super volcano is showing all the signs. It's active again in Yellowstone, and it will basically destroy most of the country if it goes off. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but it is a possibility. They have shark warnings in Florida when you might get a few dozen people bit on the foot every year. Maybe one person killed a year off the coast of Florida. They have shark flags for an imaginary threat. But then if you talk about earthquakes, you're a weirdo.